Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Andre Shah. If you are watching this, then you are tuned in to the life of a fox. So I'm just gonna get straight into it. I'm not too sure what we're gonna be speaking about today, but basically I will be going off of whatever it is that comes to mind as I sit here and absorb the energy and the data coming through from the celestial zone, from the sun. Okay, so a lot of people are going through many changes right now. We can see this. So if you feel like you are going through many changes and you're just all over the place in your head, well, something that you should try is performing affirmations over yourself. Because if you cannot help yourself, you cannot truly help others. So I comprehend the treatment of how I used to be treated growing up. And as I became into this mental state that I am currently within, I acknowledged and I noticed the treatment as I began to perform a fast. The first fast that I performed was a sexual fast, therefore abstaining from sexual interaction. That was the first fast. The second fast that I performed was a financial fast. I was called stupid and I was questioned if I wanted any money in the midst of that. I also paid attention to how people were treating me. I was paying attention to all treatment, from the positive to the negatives, due to my perspective of judgment of what I would deem as negative or positive. Or, for simpler terms, we'll say what I would deem as terrible or magnificent, to be more clear and specific, instead of having blurred lines. So, but once again, it's due to my perspective of judgment. Now, the next thing was the quote unquote drugs. Typically, marijuana is not a drug. The drugs, alcohol, and medicinals over the counter, that is a drug. I just found out that Vaseline is a drug. Just a couple weeks ago, just by me reading and just looking at the container. And I said, this is a drug. And it says drug facts on there. It's a drug. That's crazy. Many of our people have been utilizing that drug upon their body for many years, decades. So, what you will want to do, I'm done giving advice to others. I have to start programming myself to affirm upon me. So, what I would do is I would affirm upon myself. Now, there are certain starter points, such as I am, I feel, things like that in that nature. Sometimes they align with the chakras. I'm not here to say which one is factual or not, but there are people who do the studies and have these answers. So now that we continue, so now that we continue, after I affirm, I want to imagine what it is that I am affirming upon myself. And then I shall utilize this at specific times of the day or night. So it is currently sun time, is what I'm going to call it. The sun is out, therefore, I am in a sponge state currently. So this is the perfect time for me to utilize the affirmations of what it is that I am willing to receive. And as the sun falls and then the moon rises, once the moon has risen, I shall transition over into a state of what it is that I am willing to give. So, nighttime, send, quote unquote, daytime, receive. So, you shall use nighttime for recipients, and you shall use the daytime for you being the recipient. Okay? Nighttime, you are the sender. Daytime, you shall operate as the recipient. This is a form of me operating like a recipient as I am still delivering the messages. This is a form of me intaking downloads as I sit here and then I deliver them to you. So I am now performing just as the sun is performing currently, only because I am doing this in a helping manner. If I was not doing this, I would be retaining the energy until nighttime, until I decide what it is that I want to release and what it is that I want to dish out. This is a form of white magic. It is not what they teach you and what you may read online. It's a reverse universe. That's why I say babies are above the parents. And you can tell within their energy that they are over everyone else within existence. The closest thing to them is the elder, because the elder is near death, and the baby came from death. They are the closest to death as they are to birth. They are the cusp. They are the rollover of the elder, potential elder, because some die at early ages, therefore aborted or early deaths, childhood deaths, some teenhood deaths, and some early adulthood deaths. Either way, they are still closer as they have died before the current living. So, that is something to remember. But this is the time for you to take in the energy and to begin manifesting it. You shall take the risk and take that leap. I shall take the risk and shall take that leap. This is a form of me taking the leap. So you shall take the leap of faith, as many of you claim. You claim to be faithful. Many people claim to be faithful within relationships, aka, as I call them, for what they are, romantic partnerships. So for romantic partnerships. Many people claim to be faithful within it. Why are you hopeful? And what are you hopeful for? Because that's what you just similarly said. You just said you are hopeful. Faith has nothing to do with loyalty. If you are loyal, state that you are loyal. Your loyalty has nothing to do with the faith, because the faith can be killed. Loyalty is an indicator of no matter what. Faith is hope. People give up hope a lot. That's faith. Many of our women say they have faith in God, but they don't treat God's men like they have faith. They actually do the opposite. Because many of them do not know God. Because if they knew God, they would not operate the way that they operate. Many of them operate in a way where they do the opposite. Once again, God, the quote unquote gods that they speak of, identify with love, true love at that, and tough love, and in the depths behind them, ruthless, vicious, savage energy, because God kills as well. But both sides kill, and both are considered lords. Both are considered gods. So once again, this is why we continue to tell you perspective of judgment. Which side are you on? Because the sides matter. There are results within the sides that you pick. You can pick either side that you want, but just know in the end there's going to be results. Now, there's two types of lifestyles. You have a bad good lifestyle, and then you have a good bad lifestyle. Ending result. Which is the ending result? Which ending result would you prefer? Now, due to the perspective of judgment and how you think about it and utilize it, that will determine. Are we sure how the universe is going to determine it once you speak it out? No, not. May or may not, may be on point with your ideology, may not be on point. Because this is what I say, to an extent. Bad is, you're a doctor, you get no patience. It's bad. Because everybody's in great and have an abundance of great, wonderful health. Versus, you know, just flip it. It's good if they have patience. You're a doctor, you have patience. It's pretty good, right? See, due to the perspective of judgment, on what side you are on is going to determine what is good and what is bad to you. This matters. So you must know which side you are on and then utilize the duality in such manner to where it fits your siding, because it's going to matter in the end. The ending result is going to matter. Which ending result are you choosing? What have you selected? What do you think fits? It's going to matter. Many people speak upon themselves and you claim these things upon yourself. So if you're steady claiming that you're humble, okay, do you know what humble means? And then you consistently complain and complain and complain and whine and this and that. They'll say I'm whining from making stuff like this, or because I feel certain types of ways about things. Cool. We're all whining. We're all bitches. We're all fuckheads to an extent and to somebody. We're all nasty. We're all clean. We're all good. We're all bad. We're all wonderful. We're all terrible. We are dualistic. Now, the difference is between that is that the way we end and the way that we perform, the energy that comes with it, the results that come with the rewards that come with it. So focus on your end goal. Focus on the ending result of what you desire to have and to possess instead of what you want. If you want, you do not have. If you need, you really do not have. If you need, you are further away. If you want, you are closer to. If you have, you are on point and you possess. We want to get into the possess zone. Simple. Simple as that, bro. Simple as that. That's what you want to do.